Reynolds podcast.
With the
We keeping it basic. We keeping it basic.
lion,
Taking it back to the old school.
and free.
There it is. There it is. Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. Shout out to the people. Once again, it's on. Y'all already know who it is. We the Breadfellas Podcast. I am. What kind of host do I want to be?
You want to be the host with the most?
The host with the most. What does that mean? Like really? What kind of the most? What you think? The most haters? Nah. The most avidity. The most avidity. I'm the host with the most avidity. Y'all look it up to see what that is. My name is Brother Zamar, aka Spiritual Shooter, blaka. Who do I have to my right?
You got Brother Zion.
Brother Zion, man. But hold on, show him the sweater though.
Oh yeah, a little something right
Woo! Everyone call him Zion for nothing. Tell me who you are.
Drip.
Tell him who you are, baby.
Brother Free.
Brother Free. Tell him why, because sometimes we got first time listeners.
Listen,
right
man, because I'm free from the shackles of society.
That's right. That's right. Y'all already know. Listen, this is Brother Free Smoke. Look him up online. We the Breadfellas Podcast, man. We're gonna give you that utmost food for thought. This is episode 4? 5?
No, it's 4. Is it 4 or 5?
No, it's 5.
5. Yeah, episode 5.
Is it 3?
No,
I mean,
not 3.
No, wait, not 3. But is it? Nah, it might be 4 though.
No, it's definitely 5. It's definitely 5.
It's definitely 5?
You see what it is? Is that
we
rolling
doing it
so
seamlessly,
smoothly.
yeah.
Right, we're rolling so smoothly that, you know what I mean, we can't even keep count. Right. So this is episode 5. Breadfellas Podcast, man, where it ain't gotta be the last supper for us to break bread. So y'all brothers and sisters, pull up with us here. You know, get your cups, kick your feet up, and we gonna actually, like I said, gonna give you that food for thought. Cause we ain't playing with y'all now
At all.
so we're actually gonna get right into it. And for your first time, shout out to the first time people that's joining us. We actually probably want to give them a disclaimer, and let them know that this ain't really your pansy type of, you know what I mean, podcast.
Your sanitized podcast.
Because we've been catching some flack.
Man, listen.
We've been catching some flack. There's a lot of people that's also have kind of been in our corner as well for what we've been doing.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Right.
A lot of times you overemphasize the haters,
Uh-huh.
but you don't think the people who really rocking with you and holding you down. You know, so we always want to make sure we big
Listen, man, I'd rather be persecuted for speaking the truth than kissing ass.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's the joint that you got on your Instagram? Live a slave, die a king, something like that?
Oh, born a slave, die a king. I mean, stand by that. And I mean, you know, we're all born slaves because you are taught to be a slave. Everything you know is to enslave you. You're taught to be a worker bee. You know what I mean? You're not thought to think for yourself. So when people are jabbing at the mouth, they're actually speaking their oppressor's words.
Right.
And I laugh because you have you're not really yourself. You're not your true self. So,
right. Talk to them. Talk to them.
I am not a number.
Talk to
I am
them.
a free man.
Be a free man, woman, all that jazz, man.
It's real, man.
So listen, how your brothers feeling?
I'm feeling
What's today? Saturday? What's up? What we got going on? You know what I mean? Can you give us the highlights? Hot takes.
This week was cool, man. You
Unless
know,
you're actually feeling away, and you know, this could be someone's therapy as well for us here as we talk amongst ourselves.
You know, you always catch flack. You know, this life comes with its ups and downs.
Yeah.
But you got to roll with the punches. You know, the proverbial punches that come.
Feeling good though.
Yeah, feeling excellent.
Feeling mighty.
Feeling
Excellent.
mighty.
What about you, brother?
You know, brother, things been good. You know, just a lot of work and trying to get these brands off the ground, man.
Brands, right.
I mean,
Yo, y'all be on the lookout for these brothers' brands, man. It's coming out soon.
See Brother Zion's first prototype. It's looking.
Yeah, I seen it. They ain't ready
nice
though.
out.
They're not ready for the quality. For the message, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep that on the raps. Low key.
Right. And then the brother, he debuted that Lamont joint.
Yeah,
Right,
man,
show it to them.
listen,
Black businesses all day.
All day, man.
Black businesses all day.
My brother's closed, man.
Right, man. Make your closets black if you can.
Word.
Yeah, that's what we're working on.
Make your closets black if you can. You know, I saw the other day there was some sneakers that was put out I forgot for who. It was black-owned sneakers though, but it was in honor of something that was a so-called black cause.
Mm-hmm.
So that was dope. I gave them a round of applause.
That's what's up.
I gave them a round of applause. I'm feeling good.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
brother.
I'm feeling
How you
right.
feeling?
Listen, for all the first time, people that just joined us, man, these brothers, man, they forget about me. These brothers forget about me, how I'm feeling, but it's all right. I know that y'all care. I know that y'all care.
Pessimist, man.
Right, AKA the pessimist. Right, that's me. That's right. No, but I actually feel, for the first time, the last 2 podcasts, I was like, yo, I'm perturbed. I was feeling away because of things killing on the timeline and all of that. But I actually feel quite mighty this podcast. I actually feel good.
Why is that?
I've been able to experience some self-examination, which is always dope. Some self-improvement. Always checking my, it's a check and balance with oneself. I was able to go chill with my pops earlier today, so that's always dope. That brother didn't raise me. He didn't train me up, so that's always dope. Spent quality time with him, and I saw various family members just by and by, and then I was able to spend time with my mom and sister, and then now I'm here with y'all. So it's always a great day for me when I'm able to see familiar faces, and then also running into people and all of that. So
building.
I'm feeling built up.
That's what's up.
And I'm ready to power with a purpose.
Yeah.
Partying with a purpose, which is what we do here. So we ain't playing with y'all. We getting right into it.
Let's talk.
Right? Where were we last night?
Yo, we went and saw that Queen and Slim.
That Queen and Slim.
Yo. Listen, if you haven't seen that, I feel like every person of color, every black person, every Hispanic, every Native Indian, you need to go see that film because it's just needful, man. I feel like it was very unifying, in how they moved throughout that movie. And it was just...
Wait, hold on. Spoiler alert, right? It's going to be a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for all the people. If you're watching this right now, if you haven't seen Queen and Slim yet, you might want to pause this, fast forward or something like that. But the breakdown, it's layers. It was layers to it. I know that this brother Free, he hasn't seen it yet. But this is a strong and mighty brother. He said, listen, I don't care what the reviews are going to be.
Right.
I'm going to see it anyway. Because I want to see it.
Yeah, so probably some of the viewers are like that too.
Yeah. So, because we kind of fancy ourselves as brothers that see it with a different kind of lens.
Listen, just like how you buy a camera, it's not the camera that's the most expensive, it's the lenses. Lenses that go for $3,000, then they got the cheap ones for $700. So what type of lens you got? What type of lens are you seeing through life?
This brother's in his bag today.
Straight jewels for them, man. Listen, it's real out.
That's free of charge too, man.
That's free of charge, right. Yo, pull up to Free's corner, yo. Free's corner, you talking them jewels, but you just gotta pick them up.
Right, man.
You just gotta pick them
free of charge, baby.
Free of charge. Oh, that's low key. Another nickname.
Y'all didn't catch it though. Y'all didn't catch it. I was trying to,
man, free of charge. You giving up that free of smoke and it's free of charge. The jewels is there, man. Oh, y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on.
Y'all about to make me a full-time rapper or something.
Yo, that's a good. We always looking for AKAs, right? That's a dope.
That's another one.
That's actually quite hard.
Yeah,
free of charge. I like that because you like. Why you call that brother free of charge? You didn't know you about to give him the hands free of charge. You about to give him the jewels free of charge.
Right.
You don't know what it is, right? That's
man.
what's up. I like that.
Yeah, but the movie though, the movie, I felt like.
So what did you give it though on 1 to 5 real quick? Rating 1 to 5, 5 being the best.
I definitely give it. I give it a 4.
Cause it's easier. Why I say 1 to 5? Because some people say, "Oh, wow, 1 to 10." No, 1 to 10 is trash.
Yeah, it's too much.
Because too many variables.
Too convoluted.
Yeah. 1 to 5, dead or alive. What you give it? So what did you say?
I'm gonna give it a 4, and the reason I'd give it a 4 and not a 5 because it was really a good movie. I felt like the cinematography was on point. I felt like the plot was on point. I felt like it did have. I felt like the storyline was cool. The only thing that I didn't like, I felt like there were certain parts of it that got a little slow.
Oh, got so it was too
Yeah,
slow.
they got a little too slow.
It wasn't too interesting.
Yeah, it was like,
stagnant.
I mean, the movie then it's two and some change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen
two and some
time.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, the movie was fire. Like once it got to where you know understand, like, and I felt like it was a lot of motifs in there, a lot of things you had to catch.
Right.
But you know.
So who was in there? Who like let people know? Queen and Slim, right? So it was the
brother Daniel. What's his last name?
Kalua, something like that. Kalua. He's from Get Out.
Yeah.
The brother from Get Out, the main character from Get Out,
and then
an Outbreak.
I don't know that
role. Yeah, right. See, Outbreak. It was the first time on the camera in terms of the silver
beautiful
screen.
black sister though.
Yo, that sister is.
Hold on,
beautiful.
it was her
That
first
sister's
time
fine.
acting?
I think on the big screen in the movie.
Oh
I
no,
think
you know she had definitely.
But she's hella
she
beautiful.
laced that role.
She mentioned that she had she was in some music videos.
Yeah, because I've seen her before.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw her before?
Yeah, I've seen her before, but I don't know where. Like, she's just one of those faces that you just know.
Yeah, her name is Jodie Turner-Smith. Jodie Turner-Smith. Yeah. And then it was dope. What was also dope is that the sisters, what's her name, Lainey Waif, I think, or Lena Waif. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. And then Melina, I'm butchering her last name. Melina, look it up. But two sisters though, which is dope. One the director, one the screenwriter. That was a beautiful collab. Just the fact off the rip, just the fact that it was all black off the rip, right?
Right.
Like I feel like that is giving us a perspective that is needful.
And I felt like it had to be that. It would have to be that to give it that level of authenticity. You know, you couldn't have had the hand of a Caucasian man in there directing it.
Because they're not going to
give
really
it the
know.
same impact.
They're not gonna really understand the oppression.
Right.
Or to even really to be able to provide the particular advantage from all the different sides, because they caught a lot of different perspectives throughout the movie. You understand, like, and a lot of different functional parts of the black community. And you know, if you like with them, like, because the storyline was basically them on the run after killing a police officer, and how there were different people put in place to help them try to get to Cuba.
Wow. So this was like basically the modern day Underground Railroad.
Type, but Bonnie and Clyde, I would say more so.
It was kind of a mixture, low key.
Yeah,
Bonnie
and Clyde.
But it did
Yeah.
have some, you know, some remnants of the Underground Railroad. I even said that to Shamai because one of the houses that they were in New Orleans actually was an old slave house, and you could tell because it had like a hidden spot under the bed.
Oh, they had
from,
always
like, the
hidden
Underground
spots.
Railroad.
Yeah.
And there was one of those old houses, and I know that because you know I got family, and I grew up a good bit of time in Alabama, and they still have those houses. Where you can still go into them, and they still got hidden compartments and what have you.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
And so what did you think it was? First of all, what did you think about them being called Queen and Slim?
See, and I feel like it was duality in that, because right when the movie starts off, you see her. I feel like her personality shines forth, and she's almost the term I want to use for her. She's almost a bit grandiose. When she first starts off, she's kind of almost looking down on the brother.
Yeah.
You know, like because they meet at a diner. And I guess they were a match on Tinder.
So it was like condescending?
Yeah, it was somewhat condescending, I'd say, how she was speaking to him, because she asked him, was this the only place you can afford? You know, she had that grandiose type mentality a bit in the beginning.
So you know why I love this? She basically, throughout this movie, got humbled. Like, you're just a nigger with...
Yeah, well, she, in the beginning,
degree.
Yeah, she just...
Because
she
they
really,
view you the same. It doesn't matter if you have a paper, you're looking down on your own, but you have the oppressor looking down on both of you as being equal. So...
Yeah, she was. She is... It seemed like to me she didn't really come from that vantage point initially, where, we both being oppressed and all that. She's a lawyer.
Yeah,
she's
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so she was a bit perturbed in the beginning, right? Because she was like, yo, I had a bad day because my client got sentenced to yada yada. And so that's the only reason why she was even out on a date to begin with. So she just was
trying to vent.
She was just trying to vent, yeah. And
right,
then,
she made it very clear that she was just with him for that free meal.
Yeah.
Because she had a bad day. Otherwise, I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even entertain you. Pretty much. That was her posture.
That's insulting.
She definitely was looking him down with that, like as you mentioned, the condescending eye. She definitely was. There was a brother who said, who had given me his review. He was like, "Yo, I ain't like her in the beginning."
Word, like she kind of had like a bit of a bad attitude.
Bougie.
Yeah. She had like what the sisters call it, the resting B face. The BICTH face.
She had it on OD.
Yeah, the resting face.
But also, I feel like I said it's duality to the Queen part, because when they actually got on the move and got on the run, she was kind of the catalyst to put the battery in his back to like, because at first, like when he killed the police officer, because they got to a point where basically they got pulled over when they left the diner. They got pulled over, and the police officer, one of those racist backwood white cops, and he's making the brother get out of the car. He's searching his trunk, what have you, and the brother asked him like, "Yo, can you hurry up a bit, man? It's cold out here. I don't have nothing. I'm just trying to get home. Give me my ticket, let me go."
Yeah.
And the white cop starts wilding out on him. So Queen, she hops out of the car. And she's, reading that white man his rights, in defense of the brother. And he's like, trying to make her get in the car. The officer ups his strap on her, ends up shooting her in the leg. And that's when the brother goes off and, takes down the cop, takes the gun, kills him.
He shoots her in the leg?
But even before they get out, how do you feel about the posture that she held when the police officer pulled up, right? Because as soon as he pulled up, he tapped on the window. He's shining the light in, and then she's already talking.
And see, I feel like that really speaks to the difference in vantage that we have as black men and black women in this country.
She was already talking. I ain't gonna hold you. It was one of those postures where it's like, "Yo, be quiet. You about to get me killed."
Yeah,
because you don't
understand what's going on.
You're not on chill right now because you're an attorney.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you coming from that vantage point where, listen. First of all, he's talking to me, right? You know what I mean. But it's just that outspokenness that
led to
that is not bad in my opinion, but it's like a time and a place.
Yeah, it's time and a place.
It's a time and a place.
Everything, yeah.
And I think that also speaks to how in this country white men handle black women differently than they handle black men.
Yeah, they'll kill us.
White men handle us differently than they handle black women in a lot of scenarios. Now you got some that are just racist with all of us across the board. Yeah. But you do have white men in this country that favor black women, and a lot of times it skews the perception of our sisters as pertains to white men. You know what I mean?
Listen, if that wasn't the case, we wouldn't have so many mixed babies in the time of slavery. You feel me? Because it's obvious that white men always favored our women because we have the most beautiful women in the world. Like, you know what I mean? So
that's right. Say that again. I feel like that. Let me get that round of applause. That's a fact. And I don't care how any of y'all feel about that. That's an ultimate factual statement.
That's factually.
Yeah. So we do have the most beautiful woman out here, and everybody knows that. So stop playing. Stop even holding a different posture.
You feel me? Like, so I always felt like, that's one thing that people overlook, especially like in the workplace. They're quicker to, they'll have they'll in certain workplaces, because I'm not gonna say all, because there's still workplaces that do favor having a male leader over females.
Yeah, absolutely.
But most places like putting a woman in power.
Yeah, especially black women in places of power. Absolutely. To meet that minority quota, they would rather, in a lot of instances, put a black woman in power before they put us in power.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that? You feel like black women shouldn't be in power?
No, I'm not gonna say that at all.
This is where that whole misogyny type of label comes in, where the sisters like, now the sisters tuning in now. Negroes, let me hear what y'all.
No, not at all. I love it, but the thing is
it has to be tapered.
Exactly,
it has to be tapered, and then it can't translate to where you are emboldened in
your
workplace. You're emboldened in your workplace to now where when we come home and you're my wife,
and then you're treating me like I'm nothing now.
You treating me like I'm
that's that queen spirit in the movie. It's like
that's how she initially.
Now I mean, we're supposed to be a team, so you shouldn't be looking down on me because you're in a high position. You know what I mean? It's a thing where we're a team, we're gonna make it work. But the thing is that this is a plan that, you know, Caucasian men have used, because once you put a female in power, you know, some of them will balloon, you know, off the head and feel like, yo, nobody can't tell me anything.
I think that would be with men or women. You know, some people abuse power.
Yeah.
But really, I think, like, even with the term queen, and that's the duality to this, because a queen, what does a queen do? When you think about chess,
His brother about to get spicy right now.
A queen protects her king.
All our sisters love to call themselves queen. He about to say something about queens
You
now.
can't be a queen if you don't protect your king, and that's a fact. You're more like a what's the people that, you know, put the corset on the queen? What's those?
The maid?
Or mistress?
Yeah, mistress, I guess.
Okay.
Because, like you said, in chess, that queen piece is the most important piece on the board. That queen makes sure
it's the most powerful in
most
terms
powerful,
of
exactly.
But the most important is the king.
Yeah,
Because if you capture the king, the game is
then
over.
everything is over.
The game is
but
over.
as far as protection wise, that queen is there to make sure the king is good. Like,
right. It's no
know?
coincidence that the queen has been given the range of power that she has been given on a chessboard.
You understand
in order
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
exactly that.
You understand
You
what
see,
I'm
there's
saying?
layers.
So now, if you're calling yourself a queen and you're like, yo, F my king, I don't need a king, I'm just a queen by myself.
Right.
Are you really a queen?
Right.
And I feel like that actually even speaks to the movie, because that's the whole movie. Like, really, the movie was her protecting him. She was holding him down. Really, that was really her protecting him. He's the one that killed the cop. So at any point, she could have said, you know what, this is on you.
Yeah,
You
she
killed
could have
the
turned
cop.
her back. Yeah.
She could have turned her back, but she was protecting him. You know, and really, I feel like that's what made him a king, almost her choosing to hold him down. Because, like, if you look at the title, Queen and Slim, Slim is a very, you know, a very minuscule type name. It's not, it doesn't compare to the title that she was given, Queen. And Slim. And his chances were slim. That's what I told the brother. Slim.
Slim to none to get out of there. Yeah, brother
Slim to
chances
none.
was slim. Yeah,
Like, he was really,
sure.
like, if you think of it, like, parabolically, the chess, like we were talking, he would have really been a pawn. But because she chose him, she made him damn near king. You know, and how she was in protecting him. And he was, like, you know, public enemy number one. So,
But she provided the brother with a lot of peaceful moments, although initially that wasn't necessarily the case, because again, they were on a Tinder date, so they didn't know one another. They didn't have a back history. It was, yo, we just met each other. Oh, I didn't kill somebody. We both on a run, and oh, by the way, we had to get to know each other because we had to rely on each other. So that's the part that I actually really enjoyed, is that quickly they tossed the phones, right, for tracking purposes, and so they literally had to depend on one another. And so what I found as a metaphor was that it was dope for me. I gave it a 4.5. I ain't gonna hold you. I gave it a 4.5. I felt like it was, my reasoning for not giving it a 5 was kind of the same. It kind of drag, but it wasn't a poor type of drag.
no, it wasn't a poor drag.
I do poetry, like I'm a poet, so then it was poetic for me. You know, it was poetic for me. The way that it unfolded, their relationship and the maturation of them both adopting each other's ways along the way and having to, as I mentioned, rely on one another.
So she humbled herself.
Yo, but what I found like what really humbled her though was that, remember I mentioned that line that the sister said?
I was one of the, oh man, they went to their uncle's, to the uncle's house.
Yeah.
In New Orleans.
Whose uncle?
Hers.
Queen's
yeah.
uncle. They went to his house in New Orleans to hide out. And the uncle, what we perceived, it really didn't say what his occupation was.
That brother
seemed like he was a pimp.
That brother was a pimp, yo.
No, he seemed like a pimp.
Listen, the song they was playing when they pulled up was like Megan Thee Stallion.
Word, like he had
Right.
women, you know, they was
Sister answered the door, she was scantily, very provocatively dressed.
Right, multiple
You know,
of them,
yeah,
beautiful though, beautiful sisters. That
Right.
Yeah, he came, he had a whole Gucci sweatsuit on,
right.
gold chains,
Yeah, man rings on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the brother was colorful, but
in the world. In the world, there was you know, you probably would have been cool with hanging out there.
yeah, you would have
been like, yo, this is the spot.
Yo, this my
uncle's
crib, yo.
We here. Like, yo, we here tonight. Because where else would we be going, really? There's sisters, there's a whole bunch of other things. But
Right, yeah.
That's the world. That's the world. Though.
But the sister,
that's folly. Don't
that's
involve yourself
folly.
in that.
But the sister, one of the sisters who was with the uncle, one of his girls per se, she was telling Queen, you know, we worship. He needs us to worship him because out there he ain't shit.
Right, but before Salakia, I had to just only interject here because to just give it the setup. Before that, the sister asked her, "What makes you happy?" She had the queen asked the sister, "What is it that makes you happy?" Because she was so surprised that the uncle had so much love in his life because she felt like he didn't deserve it. So she's like, "Yo, I'm surprised he got all this women around him, all this love." So then she asked him, "Are you happy?" And she said, "Yeah, I'm happy because of X, Y, Z." And then the last reason that she gave was, "I like when your uncle kisses me on the forehead." And then she went into that.
Yeah. She was like, you know, he needs us to worship him because out there in the world she was referring to, he's not shit. But in here, he's a king.
Shit, that's...
Yo, that was profound.
Ain't that all of us?
Yo, that was profound. Yeah. I give you that funk flex bomb drops on that. That was profound when she said that. Because it takes a powerful sister to even understand that one, to embrace that too.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? To have that posture where she's saying, yo, she recognizes that out there, the black man is trash.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The black man is trash. Now listen, the black woman is also seen in a particular light. I'm not trying to pull straws to see who's more. Right? What I'm saying is sisters, there's a particular demographic of sisters that recognize that brothers ain't out in the world at all. Straight factual. They seen it in their grandfather, they seen it in their father, they see it in their husbands, and they see it in their children. So many sisters recognize that.
How many sisters have had their fathers killed or their brothers killed? Or it's a vast majority. You understand? So they understand that. You feel me? Especially when you have deaths in your family of black men getting killed. Now, if you're a person and you never experienced that, then you can't speak on it. You're not going to understand that. You understand? But it's real out here. Like, our brothers are dying.
Not even just killed. You know, just having their freedom taken away.
Yeah, freedom taken away. They're incarcerated for years for things they didn't do. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, people are just out here being entertained and they don't look at the real. Like, I feel like people are just living like it's a freaking video game.
Yeah. And so we was able to really see that. Like I said, that was the most profound line in the movie for me. For me, because it spoke to the dynamic, like the relationship. That was what I was most focused on, the relationship of them. Because again, they had to rely on one another. And I had told the brother, what if we had a purpose for our relationships with being husband and wives, and it was a us against the world kind of thing. But with the understanding that we're not going to do what we feel like we need to do for this household at the expense of us as a people. Right? We're not going to shun our people. We're actually going to embrace them and let them in because we need them. But it's F the world. Because the world ain't going to get us to where we need to be. Yeah. So if we just remove all the distractions, which was stripped away because they was on the run, so they couldn't really do things. Yeah. Which would be a metaphor for all the distractions that we see here now in society. They was able to live a bit more free and rely on each other and build in a manner that was conducive for them to have the relationship necessary to continue on.
Yeah, yo, you know, that's so real because it's like a real relationship can't be built if there's, you know, distractions. Right. There's thoughts from other people interfering, or the technology, or, you know what I mean? It's just too much things. You feel me? Like even your job. We work so much. It's like, are you really living?
Yeah, you got that 9 to 5 going on.
Right. At least when you were working for yourself, you would actually work with your rib. You know what I mean? You farming, whether it's farming, you know, something, but you're in the premises of your family.
Right.
You understand?
You have your
lady, so you're still close. Bonding, it's still growing. Right now, like we're kept busy so much that we have no time to really enjoy. Right.
And true. And one other thing that I really enjoyed was seeing the necessity that they have for one another, and I think that put that in perspective that they needed each other in that instance. But even on, you know, on a more realistic scale, we need our sisters just as much as they need us.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that was highlighted in this movie, that like, yo, we need one another.
Right.
Like we
need one another.
Not even just those two in their relationship, but they needed the people that they came in contact with all the way around. They needed them. They operated damn near as community.
Right.
Yeah, but it starts in your household, and I feel like, we speak about it all the time on this pod, that as black men and black women, we got to come back to the understanding that we are a necessity one to another. It's not, because you see so often where brothers have the posture that they don't need a black woman, and black women feel like they don't need a black man, but we're never going to be able to progress as a people until we get back in our minds that we need one another.
Exactly.
And we're until we realize that we are a necessity one to another, then we won't get to where we need to be.
Exactly.
So what you felt about how'd you feel about the Judas brother?
Oh my gosh!
And
then
that was Judas.
Yeah, that was also one of the other parts that was.
It was layers, man.
That's real.
It was layers.
That's real.
It's gonna always, because even in us speaking about community, you gonna always have.
You're gonna
some
always
Negro
have a backstabbing Negro.
That's gonna sell you up the road.
Always.
It's gonna always be that.
Always.
It's always.
But they're really white on the inside.
Right, but yeah, because once you choose the Caucasian supremacy, right, the white supremacy is the white man's money, right, his status, all those things. When you choose that over your people, right, at the expense of your people, yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. So we see that brother was counting his ones.
Yeah, we knew somebody told, because it was as they were nearing. They had almost made it. They were making it to a plane at the down at a port in Florida. And they had just got there, and they had got this brother to take them. And the brother, he seemed kind of shady. They didn't really trust him in the beginning. And I had said to this brother, like, yo, you see that? Because this brother had golds in, he had chains on, he had braids, he had a beard. He appeared to look, as a stereotypical thug.
Right, he looked unsavory.
Yeah.
Brother looked seedy.
So I said to myself, like, yo, you see how they have that apprehension towards this brother. I said that speaks to how we look at a lot of our people, with almost an evil eye, or we look at them questionably. I said we shouldn't do that. But all in all, he ended up being the one.
He ended up being the Judas, man.
Yeah, he ended up being the Judas.
He ended up being the Judas, man, straight
to put the police on him.
He ain't feel no way. And yo, I know if some of y'all who even have continued to care to continue to watch this.
Was there a reward?
Yeah,
you already know, like $250,000 a piece.
Yo, man, listen, and you already know
the
love of money
is the root of all evil.
The love of money.
It's the love of money.
It's the love.
So
of
in the
money.
end, they were apprehended.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I don't even want to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, we here. We might as well.
We here. Listen, but I want to apologize to them because we here told the whole movie.
Listen, I didn't see it yet. So
hopefully,
I will.
Hopefully, people didn't fast forward and they're still here.
Hey, listen.
But I feel as though because we had to go into a level of depth to where you damn near might not want to hear it, but you gotta have a particular eye that's
that lens, man.
Just a bit different. So you kind of have to break it down as such because the movie wasn't surface leveled at all.
Right, because even after watching it one time, I want to go see it again.
Yeah, that was my second time seeing it. I want to see it a third time.
Just from reading the reviews and seeing how he got in the car and the license plate said "Trust God." I already kind of had a feeling that this was going to be a movie with a bunch of subliminal.
Oh man, and even that, like that just brings me back.
What you gonna tell him? I think I know what you're gonna tell him. Go ahead.
Well, how it said trust God, because in the beginning of the movie, this brother he appeared to be religious, like a Christian. We would think he had a stereotypical Christian type vibe, because even when they had first killed the cop, he's riding. They're on the run now. He's listening to gospel, and he said it's the only thing that can keep me calm.
Yeah, he had a big prayer at the diner too. Food came, brother was like this praying.
Right.
Big prayer. Big prayer.
Did a pork chop come?
No, well, I don't know what he was saying. I don't think it was anything crazy on the plate, but he had big prayer.
Big prayer, prayer.
And she's just looking around. She's just looking around like.
Yeah, because she confessed that she didn't even believe in God.
Which was big. That was another profound. That was another layer. That was another layer.
Yeah, she said she didn't believe in God, but she believed in him. Right. And because he believed in God, she was able to see the God within him. And I thought that was just a whole nother layer.
Yeah,
you feel me?
That was a whole nother
layer. She saw the God in him.
That's scripture right there.
That's good. Because how many, because he went in to say, you one of them women that think that the black woman is God?
Yeah.
He said that. He was like, you one of them women that think the black woman is God? And she's like, no, I don't believe in God. And he was like, Lord, help me.
Right.
But then she ended up
praying.
She ended up praying. So within a string of days. So I don't know, because we know if you're not from New York, you're not gonna know. But this sister's in Brooklyn, in Harlem.
Oh my!
I want to say
Brooklyn,
probably not Queens, probably not
Brooklyn
Staten Island,
special.
probably not the Bronx, but Brooklyn and Harlem got what we call doctrinal Eve, right?
Yeah, doctrinal.
And we say we refer to Eve as with our sisters. It's sort of a moniker for our sisters. So we got what we
Give
call.
them the science on why we call.
I like when you give them the science.
All right.
I like when you give them the
All right,
science.
we give the science on Eve, because Eve, you know, everybody knows that Eve was, well, a lot of people believe her to be the first woman. We know her being the woman in Genesis that God created from Adam's rib. Well, we understand our sisters to be the mothers of creation, so we refer to them as Eve.
Right, and they're really the first. And if I can add to that point, I always like how you bring it out that way. And it's really sisters is really the first teacher of the child.
Facts.
You know what I mean? The sister is the first teacher of the child, so that's important to understand just in terms of the significance of that role.
Of that role.
Right?
Yeah.
So, damn, while we delved in, I forgot what I was saying.
We were speaking about layers involving.
Oh, she prayed, right?
Yeah.
And, thank you. When she prayed, and so what we call sisters doctrinal Eve that believe in dream catchers and crystals and chakras and tarot cards and their moon child and their goddess from the heavens and all that, right? They believe in all that,
Right.
But then to have that sister, I don't know many sisters that would believe in all this other stuff and then begin to pray to the oneness of the Most High God, and just acknowledge Him. That's big.
Yeah, because this is the thing. Like throughout that experience, she must have seen how things were falling into place in a divine manner. That would let her know that yes, there is a Most High God who is,
Right.
making sure that this is happening for you. And I feel like people don't pay attention to divine things that happen. I just think they think things happen just because it happens.
Yeah,
Coincidence.
undirected
Like it's always
processing.
a coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence. Everything is tightly knit
Yeah, it's connected.
to happen. It's connected.
Yeah, it has an
Right, you
order.
saw
You know what I'm
that
saying?
OD in the movie. Like everything had to happen exactly how it happened.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was beautiful that she told him, "I believe in you."
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
she
real.
said that, right, because that's what he
That's
said.
real right
Because she
there.
said, she said, I swear, or something like that. I swear to God. And he was like, yo, swear to something that you believe in.
She said, "I swear to you."
And she said, all right. And she got real serious. She said, all right, I swear on you. So that was
profound.
That's right.
right. That
I ain't
was
gonna
profound.
front.
Because it really shouldn't be, I mean, well, I
Ain't
say that for
nothing
a long
like
time.
hearing a woman that you're with to say that they believe in you. Like that
Man,
right there.
listen.
Is,
But you said, but
that's a beautiful thing.
I want to say that I gotta get this on my chest. Because with the whole swearing thing, just as a people, I just feel like that's one facet where that's an area where we need to actually improve in, to where I don't have to
swear.
I don't
on
have to
anything.
swear on something.
You, my
To
yay
prove-
should be my
yeah,
yay.
to prove the validity of my speech, right? I
Yeah.
should be able to say I believe in you, and that's it.
And that's it.
Because my word is my bond.
And
I
that's
move
it.
as such, and you just know, damn, this brother Zamar, he believes in me. He doesn't say it. He said it.
Yeah.
Brother said it.
Right, that he said it, and that's what it is.
Right, but that sister, I'm not expecting that sister Queen to really be in that mind frame, considering she didn't even believe in God. But
In the first
but it was
place,
powerful
yeah.
what she said. That was
Yeah,
powerful.
she told him straight away, like, "I believe in you," and then me and him ended up talking, like, because really, that's what really pulled the battery in his back.
Yo, I'm telling
he
you,
began
that's
to take
a
a
fuel
different
charge.
posture.
Yeah.
When your woman tell you, "I believe in you,"
Man,
Right.
listen, it's
That's
different.
a different
That's
type
the
of.
responsibility. Like,
You
well,
feel
damn, it's
me?
on me now. It's
Like,
here.
yo, yeah,
Right.
like I'm gonna take
because you don't want
charge.
to lose that.
But
Right.
then you, but
Oh,
if
you
you're
don't
dealing
wanna
with
lose that.
if
You
you're
don't wanna
dealing with a
lose that.
female who's like, you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit.
Yeah.
Or they always questioning your every step, your every move.
There's no
Yeah,
trust.
like-
Yeah.
And it was he said that mad time. Mad time, he was like, yo, trust me.
You gotta trust me.
Yo, trust me, right? When they pulled up and she said they went to this little bar and they was on a run, right? So their faces was everywhere, and then it was people in the bar that recognized them. So she was like, "Yo, I don't think we safe here," and he's like, "Nah." He's like, "Yo, I think we good," and then she's like, "I don't know," and he's like, "Yo, trust me," and he just chugs it. He was an OG with it. He just like, "Yo, trust me," and chugged some cognac and then kept it moving. They started dancing. So I thought like that
And
was
I
dope.
thought another layer.
But you
even-
trusted him.
Yeah, I thought even another layer that we caught even when they were in that spot you saw the lady, how they knew who they were, and she said, "You good in here? We got you."
Yeah,
We
that
gonna
was
protect
love.
you."
It was love.
And it showed how the unity, the people that they saw, because they were all over the media, so everybody saw them, but they had little pockets, almost like little havens that they could go and hide, where the people knew them, knew what was going on, and it still was, willing
Still
to protect
rocking
them.
with them.
Yeah.
Was gonna protect them.
And it takes a brother with gold teeth and braids. Snitch him out.
Yo,
he was,
damn.
that brother was a straight nigga.
Yo, but
Damn,
I tell you this,
man.
it's those ones who be claiming they thugged out that be quick to work with the government, man.
That brother, I mean,
you.
for all practice, the brother was a nigga. I'm just gonna call
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he
was
came
a
with that
nigga.
But
real,
what that
he came
mean?
with that
You
real
should-
nigga
those
spirit.
Be
Like,
the, those be the
nigga,
ones
bro.
working with the government hard,
yeah.
man.
Don't be that one.
Like,
Yeah, don't be him.
Yo,
real, for real.
don't be that one. Don't be
listen,
him.
man. I
Don't
don't
be
believe
him,
that
brothers.
facade no more.
Brothers, don't
I
be him.
swear to God, I don't, because it's like, well, sorry for swearing, but it's like I do not believe that facade of brothers trying to act tough with all that stuff no more, because they be the first ones to sell out their people, man.
Right. Well, we seen that with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
You understand?
You
Selling
understand?
out
He
they
was the
people in a
biggest blood.
heartbeat.
You thought he was the biggest blood in New
You,
York
you,
City.
serious?
blood.
You feel me?
Big B's.
You feel me? You feel me? So that's why I'm like, listen, that all that is freaking. It's a mockery, man. Real gangsterness is taking care of your family. Real
That's the
gangsterness
real
is unity.
gangster. Tell him, free. Tell him.
That's gangster.
Right. And if you gonna go die about anything, then die for your people.
Exactly.
Die
Die
for
for
a good
this truth, man. How
Yo,
about that?
man, y'all brothers is out here. I gotta give a round of applause, y'all brothers. Man,
Hey, listen,
brothers, man. Brothers giving the people the food for thought.
Yo, it's real, man. It's
Brothers
real.
giving them food for thought. Where else you gonna get this on any other podcast, man?
They know that.
So how y'all feel? So you just gave it a 4. Right?
I gave it a 4.
5. You still very interested in seeing it?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Right.
I'm gonna see it again.
Queen and Slim. Yo, check it out. There was even more layers, but we have 2 hours.
Yeah.
Out here, we give you all the layers, but hopefully we gave y'all enough to where we made it sound even more spicy than what the trailer was. Queen and Slim, check it out. It's black directed. It was a sister who wrote it that was black actors. It's just it's black thought, not the rapper, but it was black thought that was put into it.
You could tell.
You know, righteousness was there. It was dope.
Right, and then the unification of the black family and just really showing
Smooth.
how key it is for us to be in oneness with one another.
We gotta be a unit, right?
Yeah.
And what the brother said, damn, my fault. I just said we're gonna kill it. But what he said, the point about he was very content with the life that he
Oh
had.
my gosh, he said, listen, and it was so, this was the most profound for me.
Yeah.
He said, listen, like really all I want is a legacy with the woman that I love where she has a fond thought of me.
Right.
I just want to know that I made her, that when she speaks of me at my burial, that she has a fond thought of me or something good to say about me.
Right.
That's it.
And that's gonna love him
yo,
and
that's
hold
deep.
his head. He said hold his head. Right? Because a lot of times, what do sisters say? And I can work with this. They say that, yo, all right, brother, you gonna be the head, I'll be the neck. Because the head can't move without the neck. I could work with that in the sense of I'm holding your head. You know what I mean? So if you want to go right, all right, then we gonna move right together. I'm gonna let you. I mean, you gonna be the one to see the vision, and I'm gonna do whatever's necessary because I trust and believe in you. Because you are my husband. We gonna go this way.
Man, it was just beautiful, man. That was just
That was
beautiful.
deep.
Like, and it just really shows how emboldened a brother be. Like, when you got a powerful woman behind you that believes in you,
Right.
that make you 2 times the man you already
Okay,
are.
so now that leads me to the facts and cap now.
Oh, okay.
You
Get
wanna
him.
get out?
Get him.
That
Wait, what's
leads
the
to
facts and
facts
cap?
and
Tell
cap.
us. I forgot what it was.
Does a broke man?
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Hold on. Let's introduce. My fault. We got to bring it in right. Facts and cap, so they know what it is, right? For the first time
Now,
listeners.
am I saying it right?
So
All right.
facts and cap, tell them what it is.
You know, I'm gonna let him bring it out. I'm gonna let him.
You
bring
sure?
it out. Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
You can bring it out more smooth.
All right.
Bring it up.
All right,
bring it up.
Facts and Cap is our segment to where we'll make a declarative statement. And if you agree that this is indeed a true statement, then your answer would be facts. If you do believe this is a false statement or it has no validity, then it's cap.
Right.
So the statement was,
I'm gonna put it right here so that I can take that poll with us, man. Facts or cap?
now the statement was something that I actually posted on my Instagram as a poll. And the statement was, a black man isn't loved properly until he gets money.
Oh my
Facts
gosh.
or cap.
Wait. Say it again.
A black man
That's what it was. That's what it was.
isn't loved properly until he gets money. Yo. You know, and you're gonna get I got mixed reviews.
Right. What was the percentages on that?
No,
that's facts, man.
What was the percentages on that?
Well, a lot of sisters were saying cap, and I could understand why they say cap. But all the brothers I was seeing were saying facts.
It's facts. Because eventually, listen, Eva rock with you for a little bit. But she not staying with no broke nigga for the rest of her life. I'll tell you that now.
So money is what it is. That's what it comes
down to. Listen, a man's job is to provide and protect. If you can't provide,
so she gonna seek elsewhere?
That's what Eve is looking for anyway. That's security. You understand what I'm saying? So if you don't got that, but hey, I'll tell you this though: a broke woman is going to get way more love because a guy will take them in. How many times back in the day, we came from worldly things. How many runaway Eves you was like, yo, you can chill in the crib.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Kill it.
That's a fact.
Chinese food. Hey,
right. That's
she ain't had nothing, but she's a female.
All right, so you saying facts?
Yeah, facts.
All right, so I'm gonna take the opposing side of that. I'm gonna say cap. Because I ain't gonna tell. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna let y'all in my world. Back in my wickedness.
Right. Give him the spice. Give him the spice. Tell him about Zion before Zion. Tell him.
Right. Before I was enlightened. Before I was healed.
Right.
Before I was healed.
Right. Before the came before you saw the light.
I remember one time I was living. I was living in this apartment. This is when I was probably in my freshman year of college. I was a broke brother. I was broke. Didn't have anything. I was working full time, but I made just really enough to pay my rent. And it was this older sister who she was working at. She was a manager at Dolce Gabbana at the time. She had a little dough.
How you pulled that?
Man, listen. One of my roommates.
You like, yo, how you pulled that? Dolce Gabbana. Okay.
No, listen. It was crazy how it happened. My roommate at the time was actually this white dude. This white dude. He was in an engineering program at the college, and he knew this white girl who had a friend. Her friend was looking for, a dude. She had just going through a breakup, and she was like, yo, you're cute, I want you to meet my friend. So I ended up meeting her or whatever. And
so it was a Caucasian woman?
No, the girl wasn't Caucasian. The friend was Caucasian, but the girl was a black girl.
Gotcha.
So she went, oh, you're a handsome black guy, I want to introduce you to my cute black friend. Type vibes. So I ended up meeting her or whatever, and I just kept it straight with her. I was like, listen, I really ain't got it like that. I ain't even shoot it to her. I was like, yo, I just ain't got it. And man, listen, when I tell you the sister held her brother down. It was times I ain't have food. She'd be like, yo.
So
it is sisters.
Yeah,
it is sisters like that.
Was she complaining about it though?
Not at all.
Was she?
No, listen.
I feel like you're never gonna really even know though, fully. Cause she might hold a posture and masquerade in the crib.
But
then now she's slandering, dragging your name with the friend.
It wasn't that vibe. You know how I know it wasn't that vibe? You know how I know it was? Because she would hit me up on the rando. Like, she literally had it. She would hit me up on the rando like, yo, I'm coming to get you. Just put some clothes on. We're going to go out to eat. And I'm going to take you shopping. Like, bought me stuff. Like,
well, then.
Yeah, she was that type of sister. Yeah, I'm like, yo, listen.
Was y'all having sex?
Yeah.
Show me a sister that will give you that without sex. Where's that sister? Where's that sister?
Now, people
without sex, because that's even more. You take sex off the table.
Okay. So now the conversation is shifting a bit. So you're saying that the sister has to be benefiting in some way in order for the man to have value.
I mean, have you ever seen posts where it's like Eve be like, ain't nothing better than some broke dick? I mean, y'all never heard?
Yeah, I heard sister say that.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you.
If he's sleeping on his mom's couch, it's the best.
She went into that. Right.
Listen, man.
She went into that. Yeah.
But see, the thing is, like, I mean, that you're going to find women who are there for a man when he's down. But I'm speaking on a worldly general picture. Like, that is not the norm. You're not going to find a bunch of women on that wave. And I mean, that's why I'm saying facts. You're not going to find a bunch of women on that wave. But you will find a few rare diamonds. Call them diamonds, man.
Right.
You
call them diamonds.
Right.
Right.
You're going to find a few.
Yeah, because I ain't going to hold you. The sister wasn't the best looking.
Oh.
She
it's not coming to light now. Now the factors are coming to light.
Hey,
The factors coming to light now, man. Those is real factors. Those is real factors. You know what I'm saying? Those are factors, man. Sisters, y'all know. Come on, y'all know when a brother or a sister get introduced and it's like, yo, but they got a good personality.
Yeah,
right. It's
right.
like, right. They probably they're not a looker then.
Yeah.
But that don't really matter though. You know what I'm
she
saying?
brought so much to the table. It was
100%.
like,
It matters. I ain't gonna.
It made her look good.
Right, and then, you know, I really think that she respected the fact that I was a genuine dude and I didn't try to put on any airs. I was just me. We had a good time, you know, and I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you just got to take monetary factors off the table. Like I'm having a conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, like I feel like sometimes that needs to be taken off the table. Like I'm like old fashioned. Like I want to go somewhere. Let's go walk around the park and let's just have deep convo.
Yeah.
I want to get to know you.
Yeah.
Yo, you see, that's what this brother's. Y'all seen
What?
If Bill Street could talk? You seen if Bill Street
Yeah,
could
I
talk?
see.
That's you. That's you. What's the brother's name from If Bill Street Could Talk?
The
I
show
thought the
always
brother
tell
he
you
want long walks.
No,
I think
I'd rather that.
that's what he was doing.
I'd rather that we, you know.
This brother's a romantic, man.
I am.
I mean, you gotta. Yo, it's like people don't want to talk no more. Like it's cool to build and learn each other. You know what I mean? Those deep combos.
Absolutely.
I mean, you on a phone for like 2 hours, and I mean that's
dope. That's dope,
man.
And I want to do
That's
that
a real
before I
vibe.
just let you run into my pockets, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand? Because like sisters got to understand this. Like if you really want a brother who's preparing to be a husband, he cannot just be out here squandering everything he makes away with a bunch of women that don't matter as he's trying to find his wife.
Right.
You understand? It has to be some kind of filtration to where he knows, okay, this sister is worth me putting forth some of my coin.
Diamond, garbage. Diamond.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Because, you know, I know a lot of sisters hold the posture that, you know, I'm trying to see if this is the type of man that I can marry, if he's husband material, if he's X, Y, and Z. So a brother is pretty much coming to you with his wallet in hand and pretty much, you know.
Sisters don't even know what husband material is.
Yeah, but that's the mentality. So it's like, okay, so then how am I gonna know if all we're doing is we're going to different places, I'm paying for this, I'm paying for that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. How am I gonna ever know if you wifey material?
Exactly.
Listen, man. Like so, the brother said, remove monetary means right. Remove it, and I'm quick with the remove sex off the table.
Oh yeah, that's all.
Listen, I come in with sisters know me in this day and age. I come to the relationship and I'm like, listen, I ain't having sex. I'm just not having sex out here. That's just not gonna happen. I've seen sisters change their posture.
Yo, they will change their posture.
Change their posture. Sisters have dealt with me, and when I took that off the table, it was like, all right, you know, I'm about to be damn near over here.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different. It gets spooky.
Yo, listen, I remember that sister I was telling you I had met that time at the airport when I was going out
With the toes. Yeah, I remember the sister with the toes.
Yeah,
I don't think I saw her with about that.
It was just different. Like, you know, sister just had, like, she had the Nike slides on, beautiful, manicured, the nice
She had the white nail polish?
Nah, she had, like, some orange. Like, she had one of those citrus type colors. Beautiful feet.
Sister, that white nail polish, though?
It's different.
Yikes.
Yeah. But, yeah, so anyway, I was telling this brother about her, but, like, she was a cool sister. Like, we was really vibing. I was on the way to Alabama to visit my family. And we met at JFK. You know, we having convo. She told me she lived in Brooklyn. We live close to one another. We exchange numbers. So we get back to, after I go on my trip, she was going to Boca.
You told her you was from Brooklyn? Where's she from?
She was, she was from Brooklyn.
Oh, no, from Brooklyn.
No, she wasn't from Brooklyn. She was from Ohio.
Oh my gosh. She from Ohio. You tell our Ohio sister that you from Brooklyn. That's it.
Yeah.
She didn't heard things about brothers from Brooklyn.
So anyway, she
all of us better though.
Whatever.
No.
All of us better though.
That's debatable. So anyway, so we get back. I get back, you know, from my trip. I'm back here. I end up texting her like, yo, let's link. So we link, we chill, we kick it. And, you know, we went on like maybe about 2 or 3 dates and it was dope. Like we had a dope connection, dope vibe. Like we went to a couple arcade spots. I showed her some different little spots around the city that had really good food. It was dope.
So she was feeling you?
Yeah, it was, you know, we was vibing. And then I told her like, you know, right now, you know, I'm abstinent. Like really, I'm just trying to preserve myself. my energy until I'm with somebody who I can see myself having children with. Like, that's my thing. If I can't see myself having children with you, then why would I lay down with you?
Right.
And she was like, yo, she really respected it. She was like, yo, I really respect it.
That's not for me.
Sure she did.
No, it was cool. It was cool. Because, you know, a lot of times you tell sisters that and they have in the back of their mind, okay, yeah, whatever, nigga.
Yeah.
And then, you know, one night, you know.
Because the sisters think that they got you in their grasp, in their clenches. They can put that voodoo on you.
Yeah,
you know
man.
That between the leg voodoo.
Yeah, and it be voodoo sometimes.
You know, then they look at you with the haughty eyes and all that, and now you swoon.
Right, yeah, wanton.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so anyway, we ended up going to another spot, another date. And, you know, we had a few drinks, whatever. She had already been drinking before she even got with me. We had a few more drinks when she got with me. She was, like, on her vibe. And then she just came and, like, straightway. So is we doing X, Y, and Z or not? I'm like, I already told you what it was.
So she like, yo, are we having sex tonight?
Yeah. She said it a little bit more vulgar than that. But yeah.
She said it more vulgar than that. Then I thought that was the way I said it was pretty straight.
Nah. She
said it more vulgar than that.
Raw. Then she ended up going home. I ended up going home. She ended up calling me like, yo, what are we doing? She's like, I think you're a great guy. I think you're cool. I think you're very respectful. I respect your viewpoints. But honestly, if I'm gonna be dealing with you, we gonna have to do something.
We're gonna have to have sex.
Yeah, straight way.
Give me the D, brother.
Right,
this is what she's saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sisters, man, is that how y'all see us?
So she
Are we just meat? Are we just objects? Come on now.
Yeah, so you know, I was like, you know, I can't do it. You know, I ain't gonna hold you. I was a little bit,
yeah.
It was a struggle within myself. I had to dig into my higher self.
Yeah, because the toes, they was out.
Bro.
The toes.
Natural, beautiful skin, beautiful smile, you know. Had one or two things going for herself. Cool, good look. She had some good morals, but still taken by the world.
Yeah, taken by the world. And that's what be happening out here. Sisters out here taken by the world. Brothers be taken by the world too, man.
Yeah, very much so. But she eventually, though, I'll give in her credit, she eventually called me, like, maybe a week later and apologized to me. She was like, yo, I'm sorry, I treated you like a piece of meat. And I felt weird.
You see, there it is.
I felt
there it
weird.
is. Because this is out here treating brothers as a piece of meat.
Yo, like, bro, I felt weird because it's like, yo, she's telling me this.
Right, usually brothers is something.
It's usually the other way around. So it was just really different.
Right, it was different, just offering you that different perspective, man. Right now, I feel that. So that was Facts of Cap. Right, now we got this one last. I want to go into it.
We gotta do better.
Right, give it to them.
We gotta do better. So much better.
Right, just do better as a people. So what did we say it was gonna be? I'm out here with like amnesia always. What was the we gotta do better?
Is it controversial?
No.
They're not ready for
say
that. Triggered tonight.
So we gotta do better as a segment where we saying collectively on a macro scale as a people. We just sort of highlight points where we can do better. So I want to say we could probably do better with trying to see who out of the black man, so-called black man, the so-called black woman, who is in fact more oppressed.
Yeah, it's just a constant back.
We are here in America spelled with 3 Ks. Y'all know why. And we suffer from the same oppression. The word oppression etymologically really means to be suffocated.
Exactly.
So we out here most suffocated, man.
Both suffocated.
Absolutely. And the hierarchy and the structure that's set up is not set up by us.
Exactly.
Sisters, it's not set up by us.
Exactly.
The battle is a battle that we need to have in unity, right? Like Queen and Slim.
Yo, bro, that's...
So we can move forward for the common goal, the common effort.
We is not your enemy.
We not your enemy.
And they not our enemy.
And sisters are not our enemy. Brothers got to hold a better posture, more upright, and so do sisters. Right? To be able to really understand that we are our own biggest enemy. I say it all the time in my poems. You know what I'm saying? Right. We are our problem, and we're also our solution, man. That's an absolute MFing fact.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? That's a fact. So, that's in the books.
Yo,
I think right? We done, man. We off y'all now. Thank y'all for pulling up. Shout out to all y'all that's continuing to build with us, man. Subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that jazz. We want y'all to really, really, really give us the comments, give us the feedback.
Man, y'all
need
talk
all
to us,
that.
man.
Right, talk
We
to
need
us.
Give us
man.
all the smoke.
Give us the smoke if you want to cuss us out. You know what I mean? We
You don't
humble
agree?
brothers.
Like, let us know.
Yeah, you don't gotta agree with what we saying, but just
and
come.
let us know why. Come with so we could discuss it on future pods.
Right.
Yeah,
because a lot of times people, like I always say, man, they'll disagree, but they don't want to tell you
Don't
why.
have
they
a
disagree.
reason why.
You don't
Right.
have a stance. You haven't formulated a hypothesis.
Use your
Right,
brain
right, exactly.
and really act like it's an essay from college and really sit down and have everything ready. You know what I mean?
Right. So we can really go into it, man.
Yo, and shout out again, man, for everybody who has been rocking with us, everybody who's been watching the pods,
Right.
who've been reposting them on Instagram, who've been reposting them on Facebook, who've
Love
been
it.
liking,
We love it.
who've been subscribing, who've been sharing, who've been leaving comments, man. We really, 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 really appreciate that. We really
Absolutely,
appreciate
absolutely, man. So with that was episode 5, Bread Fellows Podcast. We out of here, man. Peace.